Mark Stein keeps dropping bombs on us. So listen to this. Kenny Atkinson, according to Mark Stein of the Stein Line, Warriors assistant coach, lead assistant, allegedly. The other day we heard that supposedly Steve Kerr is the guy that the Spurs want as a successor to Greg Popovich, and the Warriors allegedly, if Steve Kerr ever does leave in the immediate future, like not this year, but like in the next couple seasons, they want Kenny Atkinson to be his successor, and that's why Kenny Atkinson stepped away from the Charlotte Hornets job, allegedly. All right, I just had to get that off my chest. So allegedly why he didn't take the Hornets job was they gave him way more money, making him like the highest paid assistant. They also kind of told him like, yeah, when Steve Kerr leaves, the Warriors are yours. So that's allegedly the rumor I've heard. But he's recently interviewed in Toronto for the Raptors coaching vacancy, league sources say. And Mark Stein wrote about some of the Toronto candidates in the other day. But like the thing is it brings up a whole thing. Why do they want Kenny Atkinson? Because I think they want a new direction of the team. Okay, they moved on from Nick Nurse, and we got to analyze Atkinson's background, okay, and why he fits with this organization, how he could change the team. This guy was a very good coach for the Nets between 2016 and 2020, led the team through a very challenging rebuild, okay? He was a guy who was credited for instilling this strong team culture, fostering player development, and implementing an effective offense and defensive system. He was one of the reasons why Kevin Durant and Kyrie wanted to come to the Nets, even though they were also the reasons why they fired him, but because of the culture and the team he had built with Sean Marks. Now, he's a guy during his time with the Nets, he developed D'Angelo Russell, Karis LeVert, and Spencer Dinwiddie. His player development skills and organizational philosophy and the ability to nurture and develop talent are something that the Raptors want. Atkinson's also known for, he has the warrior mentality, okay? He's a guy who has an up-tempo offense that is very well suited for the players the Raptors currently have. And Kenny is a guy, guess where he came from. He was under Mike Budenholzer back in with the Hawks before getting the Nets job. And then before that, he was with Mike D'Antoni. So he's been around guys who like to teach guys how to shoot the three-point ball. And that led to him having this up-tempo, motion-based offense that prioritizes on ball movement and three-point shooting, which fits very well with, OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Chris Boucher. Hopefully they keep Gary Trent. And he's a guy who's known for establishing, culture. He's also able to, emphasize on spacing, player movement, being able to approach offense with the modern philosophies, which will unlock the Raptors' offensive capabilities, hopefully, if they do bring him in. And Masai Ujiri is a guy who needs to find a coach, and this is what they do and why they're so slow. They need to find someone who fits with the organization's values. And Kenny Atkinson, who's been relentlessly praised for his ability to foster team culture, to emphasize hard work and accountability and camaraderie. He has this no-nonsense approach, attention to detail, and that's all things that they want, okay? And his willingness to experiment, try different strategies, to think outside of the box are all things that they want out of coach, and this is why it's such a drawn-out process. So now that we're hearing that Kenny Atkinson, because the other day I did report that Jordi Fernandez and Sergio, the Spain head coach, who's Italian, who coaches for Bologna, and then Jordi Fernandez, the lead assistant for the Nigerian national team, and the lead assistant for the Sacramento Kings under Mike Brown, both teams under Mike Brown, and like one academic article away from having a doctorate in philosophy, Jordi Fernandez were the final candidates, but we're hearing that they're, getting Kenny Atkinson, and because his track record, his ability to develop players, his approach to offense, and his ability to coach defense and establish a culture, as well as being versatile in his tacticians and his adaptability, is why it makes me think maybe they're trying to see if they can pry him away from the Warriors. So I think his experience leading a team through a rebuild and being able to, like I said, foster a positive culture aligns well with the organizational values of the Raptors. So I think this is just a little news that you should keep your eyes out, because Atkinson could be the guy who potentially guides the Raptors back into contention and winning a championship again, okay?